All right, boys and girls, let's start our Wild Thing planning worksheet. So your goal today is to design 4 different wild thing creatures, kind of like how we saw in the book Where the Wild Things Are. Your wild thing creatures have to have 3 different things. They have to have some sort of personality, so you're going to choose a word that describes their personality. They have to combine 2 or more animals together to make the creature. And then they have to have at least 1 texture. So let's start with number 1, wild thing number 1. The first line says, describe your wild thing. So think about what type of creature you want to draw. Is it going to be a nice creature, a scary creature, or a silly creature, or something else? So I think I'll start with nice. I'm going to make a really nice creature to start. Next, it says, what animals is the wild thing made of? Remember from the story Where the Wild Things Are? The animals were made of different body parts, of different types of animals. So the creatures had different animal body parts. So I'm going to think of 2 or more animals that I can put together to create this creature. It could be any animal. Think of some of your favorite animals and think of something that you like to draw or that you can draw. I'm going to choose an octopus because I really like to draw octopus. And I'm going to draw a lion combined with the octopus. Yeah, that'll be super fun. All right, now I have to think of at least 1 texture for this creature. So I can think of something that makes sense for an octopus or a lion, or I can think of something that's really silly and creative. So I think I will choose furry, because the lions are kind of hairy and furry. And maybe I'll choose like scaly. So I'm going to do 2. You only have to do 1 or more. I'm going to do 2 though. All right, now that I have a plan, now I have to draw in this box here my creation. So I have to draw a nice octopus lion that is scaly and furry. Okay, let's see if I can do it. So on Google Classroom, there are so many videos that you can go watch about how to draw animals, or you can try on your own. So I think I know how to draw a lion. I don't have to look at a video for this one. I know that lions have these heads like this, kind of like a cat. Have these types of ears, and they have this big, fuzzy, furry mane. That's why I chose a hairy, furry texture, because I knew that a lion had this big, hairy mane. So I'm using lots of zigzag lines to make this texture. Over and over. Kind of look like really sharp hair. So remember, when I draw a texture, I'm drawing lines or shapes really close together. All right, now I'm going to draw his face. And friends, this does not have to be your best work of art. This is just a sketch plan. It's not your final art. It's just a plan of how you want your Wild Thing book to look in the end. So I'm going to draw the eyes, and then I'll be done. All right, the lion is good, but I have to combine an octopus into this. So I have to figure out how to add octopus body parts. I know that octopus have these big tentacles, so maybe the body could be made of just these big tentacles. And I can draw 8 of those for the octopus. And you might be thinking, Miss Peter, this looks kind of silly. This does not look like anything I've ever seen in the world before. And yeah, that's the whole point. We're making a creative creature. And we're using animals as inspiration for these creatures. So it does not have to look realistic. Definitely not. All right, I think I have enough tentacles here. So I'm going to add now my scaly texture, and I'm going to add that to the tentacles, because I know octopus have these big tentacles, and they have these little suction cups, scales at the end. So I'm not going to draw every single one, because this is just a plan. It's not my final art. I'm not going to spend forever on this. So I'll just draw a few to give me an idea that I'm going to add scales to the tentacles. All right. So I think I'm done with this guy. Now my next one, I'll go on and draw 3 more because I have 4 to plan. So my next one says, describe your wild thing. Maybe this time I'll choose something totally different. Maybe scary. Choose 2 or more animals. What reminds me of scary? Ooh, maybe like a bat. a bat and a wolf. I like that combination. And then maybe for the bat wolf, I'll do like a fuzzy texture for the wolf. Maybe for the bat, I'll do like a smooth texture for the wings. Bats have these really cool smooth wings. Okay, so my job now is to draw a scary bat wolf that is fuzzy and smooth. So I'll draw that. And then I have to draw 2 more on my next worksheet. So I have to plan 4. So that is your goal today, to start planning out these 4 wild thing creatures. I cannot wait to see what you create. Good luck.